Hi, I'm Manica, I'm a yoga teacher, and welcome to my tutorial on downward dog. Downward facing dog is one of my favorite poses. I think it's a really complete stretch. It's strengthening as well as enhancing our flexibility. It just has everything, and if you are able to hold it still for a while, it can be very resting and very meditative. You do have to have enough strength for that though. So I'm going to show you how I do my downward dog and how I cue it for my students. So we are going to start on all fours. I'm going to keep my blocks here because I think blocks can be very, very useful in downward dog. Especially if you don't have that kind of a large range of motion. So how I usually start it is in a child's pose. So I start from the wide-legged, sort of with my knees wide as the mat, and feet together, child's pose, coming forward. And then from here, this is sort of a very nice length that's then between my hands and my feet. And you can then adjust a little bit, coming with your feet slightly inwards, slightly outwards. But I think this is sort of a nice one. If you come from all fours, it would be way too narrow. So just come into a child's pose. An important thing is that you have a very sticky mat. I have a cork mat, so for that now I have a bit of a water here because for me it's not sticky enough. My hands don't really sweat enough for the cork mat to be sticky, but you can always, if your mat is not very sticky, you can, especially if you have like organic mats, you can put a bit of water on it and then it will stick. So, child's pose. Sorry, I'm going to put a bit more. Child's pose here. And then come up, just tuck your toes under and lift up into a downward dog. Now, first of all, just keep your knees bent at the beginning, and you don't have to push your heels towards the floor if they don't come to the floor, because you can really outstretch your hamstrings, the back of your legs, and they can hurt afterwards. So just do however you find it comfortable. You can slowly pedal your feet, one heel up, the other down in the beginning. And now the hands. It's really important that your hands are super strong. So I'm going to put this block away now. The hands are super, super strong. They're really pushing. If I grab your finger and I try to pull it up, I shouldn't be able to pull it up. Okay? They shouldn't be sort of somehow just like that, passively lying. Just really, really strong fingers, strong hands, pushing in, sort of claw-like almost. And then the index fingers should be in parallel. So index fingers are sort of number 11, if you look at them. So that means that hands are slightly out, and this will bring your elbows in and out. You see the rotation, and it will create more space in the back of your neck. Now, when you're now up in your downward dog, take care that your feet are also at number 11. And again, knees can be bent all the time because it's not a stretch of the legs, it's a stretch of your spine. So what's really important is now when you stop looking at the camera, to let your head dangle. Your head should be really down. Don't try to look up. Don't try to engage your neck. Just let your head go. Bring your index fingers to number 11. Strong hands, strong fingers. Rotate your inner elbows in and up. Create space between your shoulder blades. And now really extend your spine and push your chest towards your knees as much as you can. Really push your chest down and in. And you can bend your knees as much as you like. That doesn't really matter. Just have this real length in your spine. Almost like you want to bring it into extension. Have your core engaged all the time so that your lower back is not hurting. And now try to stay here for 3 long deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Now if you had your knees bent, you can try to strengthen them. But the heels don't have to come down to the floor. Last one. Now come back onto your knees and just come back into your child's pose to relax. You can bring your hands in a diamond shape, thumbs and index fingers touching. It will release and relax your shoulders. Forehead is on the ground. Feet are together. Big thumb touching. Your sit bones should be touching your heels, so you can place a cushion between your heels and your sit bone. So this is your short tutorial for a downward dog. I hope you will learn how to love this pose as much as I do. I really think it's super beneficial, and you can do it any time of the day in a more moving way or in a stiller way, as you like. Thank you very much. Follow me on YouTube or visit my website and join my weekly newsletter. Thank you.